Hey John, this is the video that I promised to send over to you. I did a search on your business on Google and I did it locally for Plainfield, and I'm seeing you come up as one of the top three, which is awesome. And it's no surprise because you have all these five-star reviews, so you're obviously a reputable company. What I wanted to do was do a search on, the greater area like Union County, and we're trying to get you to show up towards the top of this list, actually, which would, I know Union County is pretty big, but if we can get you towards the top of this listing, that's really going to get your business out there. So there's two ways to do that. There's having a good website, which it looks like you already have. I don't know that there would be one thing I would change on here, to be honest with you. You have, all these call buttons, lead submission information, testimonials. No, this is great. I wouldn't change anything there. The only thing on the Google side of the house maybe to consider is Google advertising. So, when people do a search for tree service, there's a section sponsored results, and these start showing up, towards the top of the list. The better they are and the more that people are clicking on them. So this one is Beyond the Leaf, and you can see this would come up on someone's phone, and they could actually click on this call us button and do it from their phone right away. Super convenient. If they want more information and they click on this link, it'll take them to this. It's called a landing page, and again, multiple options for folks to call them, contact us. Talks about the business, some brief imagery, a lead submission option here. There's a form. They submit that. You can call them back at your convenience. And then, it talks about the services. And then at the bottom, it has the testimonials, which, is great. So Google advertising may help get you ranked higher. The other thing I wanted to show you is on the Facebook side of the house, there are two free tools that you can use, the Ads Manager and the Ads Library. The Ads Manager is where you can create an ad campaign and your audience. This new leads ad set, that's your audience. So if you go in there are a number of different levers that you can utilize to change this audience size over here. So right now we're hitting about almost 300,000 people. We really want it to be about 500,000 people, ideally. So, this is just set up for Union County, but let's say for argument's sake that you want to include Morris County as well. You can add that in and you're going to see the size of the audience go up significantly. So now we're basically where we want to be. And there's other levers in here too that you can utilize. So, there's an age demographic, 28 to 65 plus. So that's typically the age of homeowners. And then there's also special interests. I pre-populated some of these, like first-time homeowners, home improvement. Typically, those are the people that, they're moving into a new home. They would want to do some tree work or tree removal. But there's a whole host of other special interests that you can tweak as needed. And that would be your audience. And then the other piece is, as you're developing the ad copy that gets directed to this audience, the other tool, free tool that I talked about is the Facebook ad library. And you go in there and you can do a search for tree services. This is for the United States, really to see everything. But it's good because you can actually see what other competitors, maybe their ads that they may be running, and whether they're active or not. So this is active. This ad has been running since 2023. So chances are it's a pretty good ad, and it's generating a lot of leads for them. And then this is the ad copy itself. So it talks about, it asks a question in the beginning that kind of grabs people's attention. Do you need your trees trimmed or old trees removed? And then it talks about Alvarez Tree Service, what they do, and then the 5-star reviews. A nice video here of some tree work being done. And then finally at the bottom, get quote. So that's the call to action to either get quote or call us today, call now, something to that effect. So the point is you can borrow, a lot of the text that you think or it looks like is working pretty well for your own purposes. So Facebook Ads Manager and Ads Library. Again, they're free. You could set them up on your own and link it with your Facebook page. Okay, so I hope this helps, John, and I will talk to you soon.